Hey guys, what's going on? It's Razihel here and welcome back to our video. In this one guys, I'm going to be taking you guys through the trailer for Infinite Warfare that just dropped. Now, this is my first time ever trying to do a trailer breakdown review. So if you guys could leave some feedback in the comments and leave a like in the video to let me know how I done, that'd be appreciated guys. So let's get into it.
So we are getting breaking news out of Switzerland.
Geneva has suffered a massive...
So guys, by the short little clip that I just showed you, we can basically confirm that at least some of the campaign will be on land for sure, as it mentions attacks in Switzerland, and obviously they're not just going to leave Switzerland out to dry. Obviously we're going to head over there and help, I guess, defend it or something. Maybe a bomb's gone off, or maybe like just an entire nuke, and we're going to go fight them back. But definitely at least some of the campaign will 100% be on land. As well as later on in the campaign we do seem to attack some sort of large complex building. But I'll get onto that sort of stuff later in the video. So if you guys do look at the image on screen, you can see what kind of resembles a P90 remake. I'm not too sure, as well as you can also see a cyborg behind the soldier in the screenshot. But the thing, the handle of the weapon sort of resembles a P90, but normally like a P90 will eject the mag from above the gun, like basically where the sight kind of lies. But as you can see in the weapon, it comes from behind, where like a lot of weapons eject their mag. But yeah, this is quite different from if it is a normal P90. Maybe it's a P90 remake from in the future, but the handle definitely resembles it. Or maybe that's just a quick draw grip, and that's how quick draw is going to look. So guys, a part that a lot of us will probably not like, including myself, is thrusters are now confirmed for Infinite Warfare. Now, if you guys don't believe me, you can look at the second screenshot, which I will put up in a second here. But as you can see from the screenshot that is on screen right now as we speak, you can see that the player has this sort of box on his back. Now, it's not the typical exosuit or the sort of thruster suit that people would wear in Black Ops 3 or Advanced Warfare. It's literally just a box on the player's back. Now, throughout the campaign, we only get to see this being used once. Now, even in the space mission where the guy looks like he's about to start floating away into forever into space, he doesn't even use this thruster to help him get back to like the ship. So maybe it won't really come into play too much. But as you do see, the guy does have a box in his back. Now, if you don't believe me at this stage that this is going to be thrusters, I will put another image on screen right now for you guys. As you can see, the player, the CPU, is clearly using this thruster that's on his back. Now, he's the only person that I see, him and another person standing pretty much next to him, are the only two people I see using thrusters in this entire trailer. So it makes me believe that it won't be used too much, and we should be okay. So you guys do look at the image on screen now, you can see a weapon that closely resembles what the HVK would look like. Now, you guys may disagree, but if you do look near the end of the gun where you basically aim down sights, the back bit there definitely resembles the HVK. If you guys don't believe me, just go ahead on into a private match game and look at the HVK. It does closely resemble it. But if you do look at the sight of the gun, it's completely different from what we're used to. It's really small, and I think it's way too small to be the red dot that we're going to have for this game. Maybe another variation of a sight, like we had an exclusive for the ELO sight for Black Ops 3. As you can see, I'm using it with the Man of War in this gameplay. So yeah, maybe it's a different variation of a sight. So that'd be pretty cool to see if we get another variation. I like how they keep adding these in, even though a lot of people don't use things like the recon scope or the ACOG. Now guys, as you can see from the image on screen, it's another weapon. Now, from the image of this exact gun, all I can assume is that it will have high recoil and be an SMG. This is simply due to the size of the gun and the fact that there is no barrel, which makes me believe that, yeah, it's going to have a lot of recoil. Doesn't look like it has a grip, it literally looks like the guy is holding onto this big, it looks like a big chunk of like, what would happen when you just chop down a part of a tree or something. Like, this thing's huge, it looks really chunky, and later on in the campaign, a lot of the CPUs will actually be using this. Because later on in the video you see basically like 5 or 6 guys all holding this exact weapon. So it's going to be the standard weapon that's going to be used, but it will have a lot of recoil, so I will definitely not be picking that up. So guys, from the image on screen, all we can gather is that space is 100% confirmed. Now, I have no idea how this is going to play out. Hopefully we don't have too much missions to do in space, because I don't think I'm going to be a very big fan when it comes out. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. That's really all for this screenshot, but yeah, space. So guys, judging from what we can see in this image, we can see a different planet. Now, you guys can have your picks and choosies with this, but there will be another screenshot in a little second here. after I develop over some other points, but this other screenshot basically confirms that there will be different planets. Now from this image you could pick and choose whether you think it is, but I'll confirm it in a second for you guys. But now if you do look at the image that will be on screen right now, you can just look at the sheer size of this ship shown in this image. Now, I believe an entire mission at least will be played on this ship, either retaking it back from the enemies or defending it, just due to the sheer size of it and the fact that I think that gravity, you know, floating away and stuff won't actually play a factor in this Call of Duty. It's just going to be space but boots on ground most of the time, hopefully, judging by the thrusters that are in it, hopefully most of the time. But yeah, just the sheer size of this ship, as you see from the image, it just looks massive. They can't not play a full mission on this because this thing's huge. It reminds me a bit of I think it's called Shipyard for multiplayer in COD 4. No, not Shipyard. You know what I'm talking about? The map with the big huge ship where you basically land down in the helicopter and you do stuff. I hardly remember that mission. So guys, from the image on screen, we can now basically, you guys can confirm with me that new planets will be in the next Call of Duty. Now I'm actually quite excited for this. I'm not excited for the space factors, but I'm excited for new sort of planets and maps that are going to be on them. I just feel like COD needs a bit of change in that direction, and I think that'll be pretty cool because we're going to get different sort of dullnesses and darknesses and brightnesses on different maps, and it's going to really make it for an interesting game. Now from the image on screen now guys, you guys can see that this is a gun which possibly could be an assault rifle, simply judging from the length of the gun, and we can also see that it has no sight attached. Now, just judging from the image, I always like to judge in the trailers with the different type of weapons. I actually judge quite well with all the other weapons in Advanced Warfare, and I believe this one here is actually going to be quite a main weapon used in the campaign. It will be a bit like the KN-44 from this game. It's strong, but it's not going to be the key weapon that's going to help you win games and get a high KD and such. So from this last little bit here guys, you can see that the very last thing we have is some form of nuke or explosion hitting the troops, basically following the classic Modern Warfare style of things. Now, this is the last thing guys, I really cannot wait for this game. If you guys want me to cover things more in depth with me, the weapons and such, let me know in the comments. Starting to lose my voice guys, that's all for this video, see you in the next one, peace.